Hello guys and welcome to another Fusion CNC programming tutorial video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do CNC programming tutorial videos for Homag and Weeke CNC machines using Autodesk Fusion. Alright guys, in this video I'm gonna nest this outdoor garden planter. Alright, I modeled this this planter here in Fusion. You see it has holes for screws. I don't have the screws, the 3D model of the screws. That's okay. You see it has wheel casters. All right. Um, I don't have any holes model here, um, or any screws. All right, that's fine. Um, if I'm gonna make this, I can just, I can just do the drill the holes by hand. All right, it's no big deal. Anyway, see, I have three sub assemblies. So I have the big box, I have the small box. I also have the hardware. Okay. Um, Now, I'm gonna nest this this unit and program it for a Homag or Wiki flat table CNC machine. All right, and I'm gonna be using a cool app called Mapboards Pro or plugin. All right, um, this is 24.99. Okay, you got to get this from the Fusion store, Autodesk store. All right. Um, I can also use a range, but if I show you, let me click on range. If I show you, it's very limited. Like some of these features that you really need for like like rotating and grain, um, are not available to us. You have to pay. You have to get the manufacturing extension, which is $1,600. And to me, that's a lot of money just to get these features here. I mean, it's not worth it. See, you cannot create multiple copies, like envelopes or multiple sheets. So grain direction is not available either. So, it really sucks. Autodesk is doing that. Um, they should they should let us get these features, for a lot less money, just to use on a range, just in case you don't want like label printing, like reports, job reports. That's what the manufacturing extension offers, and but you got to get the manufacturing extension, and it's not cheap. All right. And that's the main reason why I bought Mapboards Pro. It's just a one-time payment, and it gets updated too. So I mean, it's really nice. Um, all right, so let me click on Mapboards Pro, and you see here, I have the model checked. Okay, this was supposed to be checked, but I unchecked it, and these are the wheel casters. So I don't want this to be nested. All right, so I just want to make sure these are unchecked. You see, I have the size of the sheet. So I'm gonna use a 4x8 plywood. Um, by default, you're gonna have a different number here. You can save these as user default if you want. If you go to options, um, I'm gonna have to, yeah, I gotta have these component bodies selected. All right, because these are the components right here that I want to nest. Next one is a range type. You got three different types here. You have for like beam saw, table saw. For CNC, you gotta select the last one. Okay. And my display format is gonna be fractional. Display precision is gonna be 1/32. My component space is gonna be 0.625 inches. Trim on bore edge is gonna be 0.5 inches. Um, Space between bores, I usually use 2 inches. Okay. Map orientation is going to be Z up, and I'm going to go to the next options here. Can rotate components? Yes, want to check that box. Um, Ignore thickness, it's going to be unchecked. Automatic grain alignment, I want to check this box. Let's say I want to create a cut list. I'm going to save a cut list. I can just check this box. All right, let's do that. Let's go to, oh, let me check that box. There you go. Now you can use a comma. You can use a semicolon if you want. All right. Um, let's say I want labels. Let me check that box. All right. You want to include name. You want to include a part number. I just want to include the name. You also have different font types here. Let me use Arial Black. Okay. Include name, yes. Use full path name. I just keep this unchecked. All right. Use appearance, yes. Create boards of glass, yes. You want the sheets to be transparent, okay? So you can see the parts that are nested. Arrange from bottom up, unchecked, and what else? Okay. Oh, let me increase the size of the dimensional size. I usually use 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters. And the same with component label height. All right. So right there. Board label height. Yes, I'm gonna increase that to 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters. Excuse me, 2 centimeters. All right. What else? And I think I'm good. You can save this if I go down here. You can save as defaults. All right. So you can do that if you want. Uh, for this video, I'm not gonna do it. All right. So let me click OK. Now it wants me to select to save that cut list as a CSV file. I put it right here on my desktop. Okay, so I'm gonna save. Now it's creating the map. Just give it some time. The bigger the assembly is, the longer it's gonna take. Okay, you saw that in my previous video when I was nesting that whole kitchen. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, see I got all the parts nested. Okay, it's labeling the parts. Okay, and that's it. Okay, he nested at um the wheel casters. Okay, that's weird. Oh, I know why. I'll show you why, guys. I'll show you why. Let's go back to mapboards Pro. I forgot about this. So every time you check or uncheck, let's go to options. You check or uncheck like some of these features here, like automatic ring alignment, um, save cut list, create boards as glass. If you go back to lumber, it's gonna automatically check these boxes right here. All the time you uncheck or check one of these features here. So make sure you gotta go to lumber and you have to uncheck this, the hardware that you don't want to be nested. So it does that all the time. Okay. So let me click OK. I'm gonna um, regenerate the nesting. So let me click OK. I'm gonna have to save that cut list. I'm gonna have to overwrite it. Yes. Okay, that's what I want. This is awesome. She's following the grain direction of the board. Look at that. That's awesome. And you got the labels. You got the dimensions and the labels. All right. So you got 10 inches by 40 inches. See in fraction, okay? Because I'm using the fractional display format, right? And you see, it also has creates the like board one. See the appearance, 3D pan and finish 48 by 96. This is really great. So if you don't want to see your model, see how it's on top of these pieces here. You can just turn them off here. Okay. let's say you have a lot of components, you're like 200, you know. The easier way to turn like the 3D models to turn 3D models off is by just selecting map and right click and just isolate it. That's it. That's 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 how you will do it, right? If you have so many components that you want to turn off, I know you can select the first component and hold down Shift key on your keyboard and go scroll down all the way to the last one. It takes time, but the fastest way is just isolating a map, um, sub assembly. See how I have board one, and this one contains these pieces here, look, these components. So that's what Mapboards Pro does. It creates, um, just the copies of your components. All right, but it doesn't put them in the timeline though. It doesn't put them here because watch. Let me go back because this kind of freaked me out when first time using this plugin. So let's go back to Mapboards Pro. I'm just gonna regenerate, um, but I can't right now. Let me click on cancel. You gotta have your model turn on, right? So you gotta read what it says here. So I want to keep the map, so I'm just gonna hit escape on my keyboard. I'm gonna select map, right click, and isolate. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to Mapboards Pro, and and I'm gonna be able to regenerate. All right, so I'm gonna do that right now. If you look at the bottom of the screen right here, you see like the timeline kind of being populated. Watch. Yeah, I want to overwrite it. You see, like you will think that it's populating your timeline, but it's actually not. So don't freak out, right? It's not gonna make your timeline longer, as far as I know. Actually, it makes, but you see, it does group um map one, all right. So it does it here. It groups the whole thing. So that's really great. That's can create individual features and stuff on your timeline. So if I click on this plus sign, see it's right here. So I'm just sliding to the right. I'm using my mouse wheel. See, see all the copies I created. So it does create copies of, but it puts them in a group. So that's really nice. I just clicked on a minus sign to minimize the group right here. See, and it has a name. It says map boards and contains 62 features. All right, so okay, so that's that. So I'm ready to program this. And again, I'm gonna isolate the map one. Right click, isolate. All right. Let's go to manufacturer workspace. And you see, you can still see the labels. It depends. If it, you can sometimes it's gonna be hard to see the labels because you're using like a darker color on the components, and you can change the visual style. Just go to this monitor right here, display settings. Click on that and go to visual style. Just select wireframe with visible edges only, so you can see the labels better. If you have like darker, appearances, all right. Let's say you have like mahogany or anything like that, it's gonna be hard to see the labels. I wish you can change the color of the labels in Mapboards Pro. Maybe in a future update they'll add it. All right. So let me go back to display settings, visual style, and I'm gonna select shaded with visible edges only. All right, because I can see the labels clearly. All right. So I'm ready to program this, and then I'm gonna open up the program in Woodwall 5.0. All right. So let me create a setup. I'm gonna program the first sheet right here. See a huge box because I don't have anything selected. Okay, so I have ZX. I'm gonna select ZX plane and Y axis. my Z. But before I do that, I'm gonna select my models first. So I'm gonna go to model, click on select. I can select every component individually, but you can also do this. If you go to my browser, um, models, you see I have manufacturing models. I have this because I already programmed this using the array features. It creates the manufacturing model. I'll just leave it like that. All right. Uh, so outdoor, see where it says models. Just click on this arrow to expand that, and then you're gonna see the outdoor garden planter, and then I could just um select the bottom panel. Okay, so I could turn this on if I want, but I don't have to. See, I have the bottom panel, top panel, and I got the right panel. So I gotta select your back panel. Um, okay. Let me click on this X, clear that out. I'm just gonna select it's selecting the components that are in that are already assembled. If I Okay, I see what it is. Sorry about that. I gotta go to map one. I gotta go to the copies that I created. Okay, this is where I have to go. All right. So see now I'll select board one. Okay, that's what I want. I'm gonna go to Z axis. Click on select. Select this face. Y axis is gonna be this edge, and my origin. I have stock box point selected. I'm gonna click on box point. I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna select this point right here. But you see, I have some material being added. So by default, if we go to stock, you're gonna have some here. So I got 40,000 added all the way around, and the top as well on the Z. So I can just type 0, and I can make these. If by clicking on the three dots, I can save these as user default. All right, I can do that right now. I can also where it says stock offset mode, just go down, select no additional stock, and save that as user default. All right, so now I got the right size of the bore and the thickness. See that? Post process, I can say bore one, bore one. Okay. Put a comment. I can say it's gonna make 9 pieces. Um, I say I can type 9 pieces, so I know that it's gonna cut 9 pieces out of that. All right, so you can type whatever you want, okay? And the WCS offset is always set to 0. All right, so I'm gonna click OK, and that's my first setup. I can also rename the setup three to let's say board one. All right, now I'm ready to drill the holes. I think these are 3 millimeters. They are, yep. My units are in inches. Okay, I work in inches. I'm in the US. So let me go to drill. I'm gonna select my tool, and I'm gonna go to it's gonna be a viewpoint, a through hole. So Weeke drill bits, drilling viewpoint, and I'm gonna select a 3 millimeter um viewpoint bit. All right, select. I'm gonna go to geometry. I wish you can organize these tabs. You can just drag this tab, just move it here. Uh, I want geometry to be right next to tools. All right, I don't really do multi-axis, so um, now I'm gonna select the faces. I'm zooming in. Select our face. Okay. I want to drill all the holes, so I'm gonna check on this box right next to select same diameter, and it's done. All right. You can play around with the settings if you want. I always use optimize order. All right. Height tab. So I want to drill through. So I'm gonna check on this box. Drill tip through bottom. Yes. Cycle. Cycle type is drilling rapid out. This is the one that works best for that for Homag and Weeke. All right. So let me click OK. Next, I'm gonna cut the parts out. So I'm gonna use a 2D contour. So I'm gonna select 2D contour, and I'm gonna select my tool, and I'm gonna say a 3/8. I'm gonna select a 3/8 compression tool. So I'm going down to the Weeke Optima BHC 350 inches wood flat mills. Uh, I'm gonna select the mono one right here. This one I use the most, especially for that flat table CNC machine at work. I know you guys seen videos of that machine. And I got all my fees and speeds set up. So I'm gonna go to geometry, and I'm gonna select face contours. So I'm gonna rotate the model. I don't know if these features are available in the free version. I'm not really sure. I have a paid license, so I have a 1 year license. All right. Um, also, uh, the free license does not support tool changing. So also it doesn't support tool orientation. That means you cannot do horizontal drilling. All right. So you gotta keep that in mind. So you gotta have the pay version. All right. So I want every face to be selected. So I'm gonna check on this box right next to select same plane faces. Okay, and you see, is trying to machine the board, but that's not what I want because I have all loops selected. I just want the inner loops. Okay, and start outside. I have that selected. So let me click OK. Let's see what we get. Um, Let me go to height tab. So I'm cutting all the way through. So I'm going down to bottom height. I'm gonna type minus. Uh, and so I'm gonna go down like 20,000. So 0.02 inches. Passes, I'm gonna have a step down. So I'm gonna go to multiple depths. Check that box. Um, by default, you're gonna have this tolerance in inches. You can play around with this. Um, I use 0.2 millimeters, so I can type it here for that wiki machine at work. So I can type 0.2 mm for millimeters. All right, this is the one that works best for that machine. I can also use 0.3 millimeters, zero point 0.4 when I'm doing like 3D machining. Just to that's because I want to keep the size of the file really small. Okay, so that I'm able to load that program, without any issues on that old machine. All right. So I got 0.3 inches step down. So I'm gonna go to finishing step down. It's gonna be 0.3 and rough final unchecked. Order by islands I can check. Um, I don't have. I'm not gonna use smoothing. I don't really need to. This is this this is just this is not 3D machining. So I mean, if I were doing like 3D machining, like or 5 axis, I would use smoothing just to keep the size of the file small. All right, that's fine. That's gonna be unchecked. Linking tab. Um, I'm gonna ramp, so I'm gonna uncheck leading and lead out. Check ramp. I'm gonna have 15-degree ramp. Um, and I just really I want the machine to ramp right into the material. I don't want the machine to be like cutting air for like a few seconds and then ramp in. So everything else is gonna be 0 and 0. So let me click OK. Okay, see, I'm getting a two path. But see, it's on the inside, okay, and that's not what I want. All right. And you see, it's trying to machine the holes as well. All right. So I'm doing this on purpose so you can see, guys. All right. Right click, edit, geometry. If I select face contours, right click, edit. Let's do outer loops. Okay, it's gonna do the bore. Go back to inner loops and only do it. Start inside. See what happens. Click OK. Okay, that's what I want. All right. See that? It's not gonna do the holes. It's just gonna cut out the parts. See? If you go back to right click edit, go back to that face contours, right click edit. Um, you can save this as user default. Okay. All right, if you want. All right. Also, select same plane faces. Save this as user default as well. All right. So I'm gonna click on cancel, cancel. All right. And I'm gonna simulate this setup. Right click, simulate. It's gonna do the holes first, through holes. All right. And it's doing the profile cut. All right. I'm done. That setup. So let's program the next setup. So I'm gonna select board one, right click, and I'm just gonna duplicate it. Just gonna duplicate it, and then I'm gonna name this board. I'm gonna name this board two. All right, hit enter. Right click, edit, and I'm gonna go to model. Click on this X, select board two. Okay. I don't have to do anything else because they're on the same plane. All right. I'm using so it's gonna be the same selection as the first one, and I'm done. Well, I gotta rename the program board two. I can say it's cut in six pieces. Okay, and click OK. That's my second setup. Select drill, right click, edit. Go to geometry. Click on this X to clear everything out. I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in, and I'm gonna select this hole right here. I'm gonna zoom out, and I'm done, just like that with the drilling. Click OK. 2D contour, right click, edit. Go to geometry. Don't click on this X because it's gonna clear everything that you selected. Like if I right click it, edit, it's gonna clear everything out here. So don't do that. Just select. See how you have face contour selected. Just right click, edit, and just click on this X to clear out the face selection. All right, because it still has the first one selected. So just want to clear everything out, and we have to select a new face. Okay, click OK, click OK, and I'm done. Very easy. All right, guys. Board two, right click, simulate. All right. Okay. Before I post process these setups, let me go to. Let me close this real quick. This window. Let me go to my desktop and open up that cutlist. All right. Um, I'm looking for it. Where is it? All right. Oh, I think it's no, it's not this one. Right here. Okay. Okay. It put it in a notepad. Um, I don't see the browser because I did this one for that tool cabinet. I did the same thing. I have to go back to mapboards. See, this is what I want for that. got outdoor garden planter. See that? This is what I want. So um, let's post process these programs, all right? And then I'm gonna come back to mapboards, and maybe I forgot to check one of the boxes there. All right, so let's post process the first one. Right click, post process. I'm gonna change to whoop inch post processor. Okay, there it is. All right. I have create NC program on check, so I'm gonna post the first one, and then the second one, right click, post process. See, it wants me to reassign the tool numbers because I'm using tool number one for all of them. That's fine. That machine doesn't have a tool changer, so I'm just gonna post it. So let me go to Woodwall 5.0, file, open, and go to the folder, this tutorial folder, export one. Okay, there it is. All right, got all my tools. I got no errors. I got the diameter of the tool in inches. All right, a 3 millimeter viewpoint. Let's open up the second one. File, open. There it is. Look at that. Okay, so let's go back to Fusion, Design Workspace, Mapboards Pro, Options. Um, uh, Let me go back to Arial Black. Let me check this box here. Include part number. I don't think that's gonna do it, but let me have that check. Yeah, the model is off. Yeah, escape. Keep forgetting about this. I'm gonna have to unisolate my map one. All right, so just right click on isolate Mac to Mapboards Pro option. um, okay. Let me click OK. CVS file. Um, Let me save it again. It does exist. Yeah, I'm gonna overwrite it. It's gonna regenerate the nest. Let me go to my desktop. I think it's this. Is it this one? Oh no, it's a YouTube. It's my YouTube channel. Uh, okay. I don't know why it's not creating. Okay. Oh, HTML. Okay, okay. I see what it is. All right. Okay. So I'm still learning this this plugin. All right. So I got to create an HTML document. So how do we do that? All right. Just right click on map one. I think it's map report. I think this is what it is. Yeah. So select map report. Um, yeah, I think this is what it is. Yep. And then it's gonna give you this window here, and you can change the colors if you want. All right. So let me click OK. There you have it. So that's how you do it. So you have to create a map report, and it's gonna save as an HTML file. Okay. So let me save. It's gonna regenerate the nest. um, okay, here it is. All right, so let's go to map, bore 1 to 2. Okay, see this? You got all the parts with the labels. All right. You can change the colors. You can go back to Fusion and Mapboards Pro. Actually, um, Map Report. You can change the colors if you want. Colors. So you have the colors here. All right. You can print this, right? You can print this. Um, I think you can convert this to a PDF. I'm not really sure. All right. See the parts right here. See for board one and board two. This is really great materials. All right. See the materials that I'm using. You'll also have options. These are the options that I'm using in Mapboards Pro. Also got a help tab. Okay. See, it tells you how to create what a map report is. So I can just go back. So you could create cutlist. You can do label printing if you want. I mean, I know these features are included in the manufacturing extension, but again, it's it's really the price is really steep. Okay, so you can do this here just for 24.99. All right, guys. Um, that's all I wanted to share in this video. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any future content. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless you all. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.